Welcome to this half term's video. Remember to do your warm-ups first, as always, as we learn in class, and finish with a nice stretch and relaxation, especially if you've got lots of time. These are the first few. We've practiced them already, but we're going to do some more today. I'll go through lots of different levels with you, an example of everything, and then you can choose to increase your numbers and increase the difficulty as you get used to it. Okay, so starting off nice and tall, spread through your toes, strengthen through your legs, engage all round your centre, and shoulders relaxed away from the ears. To start with, we're going to just think about lifting and lowering the arms as you inhale, lifting the arms up, and as you exhale, easing them down. Inhaling to lift and exhaling. Keep your gaze on a still spot and your core strength locked on. And then we'll start with movement through the legs. As you inhale, take one foot and tap it to the front. Exhale, ease it back to where it came from. Inhaling and tapping, exhaling. As you get more confident with your balance, you can start to lift the knee a little bit higher. Until you get to the point where, using your strength in your belly, you can bring your knee all the way up so that it's around hip height. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed. Fabulous. You can continue doing that for as long as feels good to you. If you're ready to move on, we can add the twist. Now, the twist itself can be done with the toes to the floor or with the knee lifted. So I'll show you both options. With the toe to the floor, we inhale, take the toe out. As we exhale, you move from your centre and you twist over that bent leg. Inhaling back to centre and exhale to bring the foot down. Inhaling to lift, exhaling to twist, inhaling to lift and exhaling down. Very importantly, keep the strength locked on and you turn from your belly. No crunching in your back at all. Do that as many times as you like. The twisted version with the knee lifted is exactly the same thing. Inhale to lift, exhale to twist, inhale to lift, exhale to release. Inhale to lift, exhale to twist, inhale to lift, and exhale down. And I'd perhaps increase the numbers. Keep going at the same speed though, don't speed it up. Use your whole breath. But keep going with the same, increasing the numbers as you feel stronger within it. So that's exercise 1, the one-legged mountain and the twisted one-legged mountain. Exercise 2 is our warrior 2 flow. So we're going to take a wide leg pose. How wide your legs come is completely up to you. You can't actually see my feet, but I'm going to take one foot and point it off towards the short edge of my mat, and the other foot is pointed towards the long edge of the mat. I'm aiming for the hips to be more towards the long edge of the mat, but if that means that when I bend my knee it rolls in, I'm going to rotate that knee to point straight forwards, even if that means my hip comes round a little bit. I'd rather my hip come round than damage my knee, because knees are very important. This back leg is strong and straight, and it's going to stay straight throughout the whole thing, with each corner of each foot firmly down into the floor. The front foot Again, each corner of each foot, of that foot is firmly down into the floor. We'll start with a bend in the knee. Do not bring that knee too far forward. Keep the knee so that the shin is vertical, okay? If that means you have to step the back foot back a little bit, then so be it. And you might find that as you do more repetitions, everything eases off. You get longer in these muscles here at the front, and you're able to go deeper into it. So after you've done a few repetitions, have a glance down. Can you still see your toes? And if you can't, it's because you've gone too far forward. So step that back foot back. Okay, Warrior Two arms. We're lifting up here, finding this strength, lengthening down through the back, and the arms come out. Shoulders relax. Have a little look. Has your back arm started to wander off at any point? Shoulders relax, arms longer. Look out over that front arm. You can hold your Warrior Two for as long as you need or want. Keep that breath rate going. And then with your inhale, straighten through the front leg, lifting the arms up, and exhale back into your Warrior Two. Keeping your gaze on your still spot. Keeping the strength in the belly. And the shoulders relax. After you've done the set number that you've chosen for yourself, your shoulders are relaxed, your belly is strong, hold it for a breath or two, challenge yourself, and then on your exhale you can relax your arms. A little tip when you're holding your arms out is that quite often the shoulders start to try and help, and they lift up. If you imagine that you're resting your arms on something, it just feels like you can keep them there for much longer. Coming now into the goddess, we've got our feet now pointing off at a V shape, so the toes are pointing outwards. We're going to put a bend in these knees. You may need to move the feet, whatever the angle is, so that the feet and the knees are pointing the same way. What I never want to see is you come down into it and the knees start rolling in like this. You're going to hurt your knees. Keep the knees pointing in the same direction that the toes are pointing. And what we're going to do is we're going to come down nice and deep into our goddess. So placing the hands onto the thighs, lifting through the chest, scooping up through the belly, and relaxing through the shoulders. And we're going to take this into a shoulder stretch. So exhale, take the shoulder across the body. Inhaling to centre and exhaling to the other side. Inhaling to centre. So this is strengthening for your legs, strengthening for your core. It's a twist, which will help with your digestion. And it's also a nice stretch for your shoulders and your upper back. Fabulous. When you've done your set number, come back through to centre. We're going to turn the other leg to face the long edge of the mat, and we'll do our Warrior Two flow on this side. Starting in your Warrior Two, same pointers, bent knee on the front, that knee's not rolling in, turn it out. Nice strong back leg, arms out, and inhale, straighten through. Feel like you're lifting through your hips, and exhale down. When you've done your set number, hold it there. Relax the shoulders, lengthen through the arms, breathe a couple of times. And then when you're ready, release the arms down, straight through the legs. This time, we're going to take both feet so that they are parallel with each other. If anything, the toes might be ever so slightly pointed inwards. The legs are strong, so feel these muscles on the front of the legs drawing up. Now you may need a block, and if you don't have a block at home, you can use a thick book. We don't really have phone books anymore, do we? But anything sort of big cookery book or something nice and thick that you can rest your hands on. Okay, so we've got lovely strong legs. The belly is strong, and we're going to move from these creases on the front of our legs here. So draw the chest forwards. And particularly if you've got any concerns with blood pressure or pressure in the eyes, we're not going to come any deeper than this. The back will become parallel with the floor. The shoulders will be away from the ears, and you'll put your hands on your pile of books or a chair. If you feel there's pressure in the back of your legs, it could be that you're pushing a weight into your heels and pushing your bottom back. Draw the weight more towards the balls of the feet and strengthen through these legs a little bit more. If you are happy to fold further forward, you can bring your hands down to the floor or a lower buckle block. Feel free to widen the legs if you feel comfortable to do so, but keep those feet parallel. With each inhale, we lengthen through the legs, lifting the hips so that the sitting bones point towards the ceiling a little bit more. And as you exhale, you can bend into your elbows and draw the crown of the head towards the floor. Remembering we're not doing this if we've got blood pressure or eye problems. So we're feeling the benefits of an inversion, and we're feeling that stretch in the back of the legs. Relaxed into the shoulders, the neck. When you're ready, you can heel toe, bending into the knees, bring your feet in together, and then come down to the floor. Okay, butt exercise is next. So this is the one I'm having a lot of fun with in my classes at the moment. It's quite a complicated one. I'll run through it slowly, and I'll just run through the whole flow. So you start off with one forearm to the floor and one hand to the floor. Scoop up through the belly. I don't want to see this kind of movement in your back. Scoop up through the belly and strengthen. Then the same knee that the hand is to the floor comes out to the side. So not back, directly out, so that the knee and the hip are still at the same level. And we start by taking that knee to the back of the other leg. Now this depends on your hips as to how far over you take it. If you've ever been told not to cross your legs over, then just take it to that midline. If you are happy to, you can take it directly over the other leg. Lifting it back out, extend it towards, directly out, and then return. So we cross, lift, extend, and bend. Across, lift, extend, and bend. Across, lift, extend, and bend. It's 4 of those nice and slow. Then we do it quicker. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out and little pulses to the ceiling. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then hold it up. And then when you're ready, you can bring it down. Bring the bottom to the heels. And have a moment, feeling that stretch into the bum. Doing exactly the same thing on the other side. Across, lift, extend, and bend. 2, 3, and 4. Faster. 2, keep the strength in the belly, 3, 4, and then just extend and bend, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hold it up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and pause, smile, and then bring it down. And have a little relax there. Fabulous. Okay. So, squeezing into the block, we've done lots of times squeezing into the block in a bridge. I haven't got a block with me, you're just going to have to imagine I've got a block with me. But I've got my feet underneath my knees. What I see a lot of is people with feet too far away. It makes it really difficult when you lift up. So bring the feet a little bit closer to you. Pop your block between your knees. As you exhale, you squeeze into the block, scoop up through the belly, flatten that back down, and as you inhale, you release without dropping the block. So exhale to squeeze and lift within you. Inhale to release. And then exhale to squeeze, and you can start on your inhale to push your feet into the floor and lift. You should not feel any pressure in your neck. And exhale to roll down. So rolling through your bridge, inhale, lift. And exhale to roll down. And then if it feels like you want to add a little bit of shoulder mobility into this, on your inhale, you can raise the hands above the head, and on the exhale, come on down. So you can pause the video here and repeat that as much as you like, as many as you feel comfortable to do. Lock the strength on in the belly. It's mostly about here, wrapping all the way around and supporting the spine. The strength, that's where it comes from. That scoop in the lower abdominals. You shouldn't feel any pain in your lower back. So if you start to feel pain in your lower back, it could be that you're allowing an excess curve underneath you there. So we'll avoid that. Okay, the next exercise, and the last one, is our backstroke. So same starting position, this time no block. And it's inhale to raise your arm, exhale to take it away behind the head, inhale to lift it up, and exhale to release it down. Other side, inhale to lift, exhale down, inhale to lift, exhale down. Then you can add legs. Inhale to lift, just arm, no legs to start with. Exhale, slide that leg along away from the floor, keeping the strength locked on in the belly to stop you from rolling around. As you inhale, you slide the leg in, bring the hand back up, and exhale to release. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. To make it slightly more challenging, inhale as you lift. When you exhale, you can hover that leg away. So it hovers maybe a little bit off the floor. It's the strength in the belly that's preventing you from rolling around too much here. So your hips are anchor points, your shoulders are anchor points, and your other foot in this case is an anchor point. To make it more challenging again, the next level, lock the strength on in the belly, and knees can come to sit above the hips. Okay, same thing. Inhale to lift, exhale to extend, inhale to lift, exhale to release. Inhale to lift, exhale to extend, inhale to lift, Exhale, release. Now if you want to make it less challenging, the foot goes more towards the ceiling. If you want to make it more challenging, hover the foot just off the floor. But nothing should hurt, and you shouldn't feel like this back is lifting off the floor. So you can start with aiming for about 3 to 5 pairs. Working up in numbers if you feel happy to. Remember to finish now with a nice big stretch, full body stretch, maybe a banana stretch that we do sometimes, maybe a twist if that feels nice, and then have a little relaxation at the end. Thank you very much.